Hi, I'm Bryce. This is Beth, Shelby on FaceTime, Allie, Caleb, Fern, and Ted. In the Bible, in Matthew 21, verses 16 and 17, the children are praising Jesus, and the Pharisees see that and rebuke him and the children for it. And Jesus rebukes them back, saying, "Have you not read, out of the lips of children and infants, your name shall be praised?" I have always grown up in a church, going to church. My dad's been a pastor for over 10 years, so I have always gone to church almost every single week of my life. I've worked in memory programs. I have been in Bible memory programs. When my church was planted, we started a program called Quest, which is basically where kids come and they memorize verses, they hear about the scriptures, and then they also have game time. And I had the privilege of leading one of those one year, and I was able to teach the kids and listen to them recite their verses and stuff like that. And I had been through the Quest program as well. I also went to Broken Arrow Bible Ranch, which I'm going to show a short video of. This is basically what a summer camp looks like. So at this camp, I actually led a basketball program in which kids came and we taught them basic basketball skills along with giving them, basketball skills as long as playing games with them and talking to them and learning about these kids. So through all these experiences, through church, through mission trip, I've become comfortable with working with kids, and I actually enjoy doing it a lot. At this summer camp, it's in New Mexico, and it's on Native American land. And so most of the kids that come to this camp are Native Americans. And in that culture, there is a lot of abuse, and there's a lot of drug problems which lead to abuse, or alcohol problems which as well lead to abuse, whether it's physical or through words, whatever it is. But these kids who come to the camp, basically, some of them are just looking for somebody to love them back. And that's all they need. And once you do that to a child, they will open up to you. They'll listen to you. They'll respect you. And that's all that needs to happen to be able to help this kid and influence him in his life. Why I'm focusing on kids as the big perspective is because when you're a child, in between basically when you're born to 20 years old, that's when your brain is developing the most, and you're learning everything, and basically what happens in that stage of your life has the biggest influence on the rest of your life. So things that happen during that time period are really big. So if a certain child is getting no love at home and the only place they can get it at a summer camp, then that's where they're going to look to. But because of this, it is very important to get involved in programs that help with children, which is why I'm talking about it today. For example, you could go to a week of summer camp and help these kids out for a week. Go and do all the activities they showed. You can help with any of those. In between those, they have chapels in which the scripture is taught and they learn the gospel, which I suggest a summer camp like this If you can't get a week off work, something like that, try something like a quest, like I was talking about before. This is actually a picture of me and the kids that I taught in Quest that one year. Got the big grin on the top right. And that's like one Sunday night every week. And you can just go, you don't have to teach, you can just be a helper and listen to verses and whatever needs to happen with that. Awana is a very similar program. They can do the same thing, verse memory, games for the kids, just something, give them something to do. VBS during the summer, Vacation Bible School, usually churches put it on, sometimes it's in a house. This is games for the kids, as long as prizes and food, and of course they're taught the gospel here as well. But I encourage you to get involved in one of these because it's, excuse me, because like I said, the child and when he's a child is when their brain develops the most. So if you can get into a kid's life and share the gospel with him and show him the good work that he has done when he's young, then it can affect the rest of his life. And God can use you through that kid. And basically, you can be God's helping hand to that kid to show him what the truth is and show him love that he couldn't have received in his home and might not receive for the rest of his life unless you show him God's love. And that'll affect him for eternity rather than just here on this earth. So I really do encourage you, I encourage you to find a time that you can do that, and there's lots of options, like I said, whether it's in the summer, on just a weekend, just on Sundays, Sunday school. There's many options. You can donate money to help kids. There's many ways, but I really suggest getting involved. It was worth it for me, and so I encourage you to make a difference in the next generation's life for God. Thank you. Dude, I'm